one, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They'll roll him out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Ready?
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Cade York on now for the field goal. This a 33-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. He might be being set up here for a busy ball game. Already 2 kicks here in the first quarter, and he's knocked both through the posts.
And for now, you know they'll be happy getting those 3 points. But what they really want is to find a way for him to kick extra points instead of field goals.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Safety Grant Delpit up to make the play. Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
Go.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Keenan Allen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. It appears they're going to throw forward with Murray. And his pass incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The slot man in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Okay, ready? Watch out now. 52. Ready.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Let's go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. They're going to try and throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Running on first down, Eckler. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Coach.
They'll go option to the short side. He'll pitch it back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 2nd and 15 now. Murray. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Gerald Everett, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there. That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Murray. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Here we go. Good, 52. Right, 97. Ready?
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Anthony Schwartz. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Eagles get a bit closer. Looking to throw. It's complete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now Murray off play action. Open man downfield is Chase. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2nd and 11. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And now, oh boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay, so the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Murray now. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Let's go now.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
On the set.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Go red.
They'll throw now on the final play. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world.
Right.
It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Hands it off out of the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it here. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Ready up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, this is the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Murray. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Murray now to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Murray. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown, Washington. Gerald Everett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Ultra.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing now is Murray. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. He's got the first down and more. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing again, Murray. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Anthony Schwartz. 75 yards. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than 1 play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a 1st with 3rd down looming.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Murray and company going for it on fourth. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Easy.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jamar Chase from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Check, hut, strike, check, strike.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And this is going to be caught, so add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Fight, 90 seconds. Red, cycle. Red, yellow. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. To throw again on second down. Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
38.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 21-yard line. 134 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here we go. Here we go. Slide through. Yellow. Hurry. Hurry.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Here we go.
CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat, and there he is again already, his second touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Williams loses the football. But it looked like Washington got it back, and indeed they did. It remains Commanders football.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Back to throw it, Murray. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray now. Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Murray. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Murray now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this